So we are back, and I probably will do another hour, maybe 2 hours, and I want to make a bit more progress. So I've been thinking about the problem, and the next issue I want to address is the speed. Okay, so those red dots, those villains, they go across the screen at a particular speed. So here, there you see the red dot going very fast. So the speed is the next thing I want to address, and in order to deal with the speed being obviously distance over time, I want to address the distance. So what I'm going to do here, right, when I do the level setup, I decide what the nodes are, and so the next step, so that is basically the path. Okay, the path that the villains are going to follow. What I want to do here is go path, calculate distance. Okay, that is what I want to do. That is what I want to do, and here, so in the node here, it's going to be int distance. Okay. So path here, okay, there we go. And what I want to do is I will need the node. Okay, right, okay, and now what I gonna need is node next, n+1. Okay, and then do I really need to use doubles? I probably don't, but just to be safe. Okay, you know what, no, it's not necessary. Okay, so nx minus next x. Okay, dy equals n y minus next y, and then int, no, I can simply do n dist equals square root of dx times dx plus dy times dy. Okay, now there's a little bit of a problem here, is that so if I do this, right, so basically I have this first section here. Okay, so you have the node here and you have the node here, so that's next. Okay, so I calculate the distance, right? Okay, so then node here, that becomes the next one, and then next becomes, so that becomes n. Okay, am I right? Oh yeah, I'm not using a loop here, but I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, because I need to go, I'm gonna compute the distance for every node. Okay, so for the first node, I will calculate the distance between that node and the next. Okay, so and then next becomes n, this becomes next. I calculate the distance here, Now, at some point, there is no next node, right? So let me think now. That section, that section, that section, that section. Yeah. Yeah, there's no next node, but there's also no more distance to calculate, so that actually is okay. Right. Right. And then when you reach that last node, then basically that's the destination. So then you no longer have an issue of, you know, where do the villains go? They're basically finished. Okay. So let me do this, okay, because I need to put this in a loop, right? While next, okay, okay, so now n next becomes n, and n is that right? So we have n and next. Okay. So why not do it the simple way, n plus 1 and next plus equal 1, okay? But that should be while next used, okay? So is that correct? I think that's correct. I think that's correct. So I just want to see if that's going to compile and do what I expect it to do. Oh, did I call it distance? I may have called it distance. Okay. You know what? I naturally tend to write dist. So and really it's the length. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah. Okay. So dash ln for the math part of the math module or whatever. So okay, 640, 700, 608, and 200. Do those sound like sane numbers? So 1500 to 1500, but of course it drops. So 640, yeah, and then that's a straight part. That's 700, yes, and then from 300, yeah, okay, but that's much longer. Then that is indeed 200. Yeah, so those numbers look legit. Okay. Okay. So now every villain will need to have a speed associated with it. Yeah, here. Now we have to address that. Okay, int speed. Now, how do I want to express the speed? Okay, I want to do something else. T int total dist. Okay, I want to do that. And I want to do T total dist equals 0. And then here I want to do T total dist plus equal end dist. That's just going to be convenient. Okay, that's just for convenience. So, again, the speed. The way I want to express the speed, okay, I want to say it's going to take, let's say, 10 seconds for the villain to go over that path. Okay, that's how I want to express the speed. Now, you know, things might change that, okay? Like different spells might slow down an enemy or whatever. We're going to worry about that later, right? We'll keep it simple for now. So how long does it take for one enemy to go through it, okay? So let's say 10 seconds. I want to express that in milliseconds, so 10,000. Okay, 10 seconds, okay? So, right. So then the speed now. Okay, the other part to this is here, int ticks, okay? Because I need to be able to track, keep track of time, okay? Keep track of time in a way that's independent, okay? Because there's going to be a certain number of frames per second drawn. But what if, you know, for whatever reason, some people like to run the game at 30 FPS, others prefer 60. What if we drop frames? What if things go faster or slower? We can't rely on the frames. Okay, we have to really have an independent time. So here, SDL get ticks. Get the number of milliseconds since SDL library initialized. Okay. Now, this function is not recommended as of SDL. Okay, use instead where the value doesn't wrap. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think we should care. But I mean, nobody's gonna run the game for 49 days straight, right? Yeah. Because I mean, that's gonna lead to issues of its own, right? Okay, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna do it. So you int 64t. Okay. So ticks. So where do we keep track of the ticks? Well, maybe that's the first thing. Maybe that's the first thing we need to do in the main loop. Okay, is they'll get tick 64. Yeah, that's the main thing we need to do in the main loop, right? All doesn't close. That game logic render. Oh, but that's not. See, what we need to know is when did. That's not even what we need. Okay, we need to know when did the villain begin its journey. That's really what we need to do. So here, yeah, I'm gonna call it ticks. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So now it would be tempting to do here v ticks and whatever, right? But I don't want to put it there. And the reason I don't want to put it there is because I want to allow for the possibility where I create a villain and then the villain doesn't really get started doing stuff that very second. That may be, for whatever reason, it's kind of behind the curtain, ready, waiting, and only later it actually begins the process. So I'm not going to put it there. I am not going to put it there. So I'm going to put it there. So if not Vn, okay, that's the node it's currently traveling on. So this is basically code for it just got started, okay? And if it just got started, then I'm not sure I'm entirely happy with this either, but I'm gonna be okay with this for now, okay? So okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do ticks equals, and I'm gonna do this. That's the time. So this is gonna be called every frame, right? Or just before rendering every frame, right? So if the villain is just beginning, it will be called there. But for every frame, it will be called here. Only the first time will it be called there. So now, what I need to do here is diff64. So I need to know how long has it been going, right? So that is ticks minus vticks. Okay. Okay. And now, so now I know how long it's been going on for. Right, so again, we have distance over time, right? So now that I know that, distance here is total dist, okay? And then, now, do I want it to be the same speed for every creature? No, but for now I will do that, okay? So you know what? I'm gonna call that a step. That's gonna be see, I think I need to compute this with doubles to be sure, right? So the steps are how much the villain needs to progress, how much it needs to move forward is gonna be the dist divided by the time. All right. Okay. Yeah. That's how much it needs to move forward. And the time is in milliseconds. The ticks are in milliseconds. So now progress, how much progress it needs to have made thus far is going to be step times diff. Okay, I have to do it in doubles to be safe. Okay. So that's how much progress it should have made thus far. Okay, based on how long it's been on its journey. Oh man, that's not gonna work, isn't it? That is going to be too. You know what? You know what? I am not going to do it like that. Oh, but okay, I'll do it like that for now. There's gonna be a big problem here because they can be slowed down on the way. So I can't, you know. Yeah, because it can be slowed down along the way, I can't rely on them being on schedule, so to speak. But I'm gonna assume that for now, and I'll make it more elaborate later. Okay. So now, I'm gonna do double dist so far. Okay. And here I'm gonna do. I don't feel good about this one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, this so far equals 0. TMP node equals first node, and then while TMP node not equal current, this so far was equal and dist. Okay. So yeah, I can't show it to you right now. Okay, but let's say it's, you know, a node, it's past 3 nodes already or whatever. So that's the distance it has done so far. All right. So now while this so far plus TMP node dist is smaller than progress current plus equal 1 next plus equal 1 Vn equals current. No. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, so basically, that's if the distance so far and the node it's currently on, because it's going to go through the node until it has gotten to the current one. If the distance of that node plus the distance that's done so far, if that is smaller than where it should be at, then it's kind of behind on the nodes, and then you move forward with those nodes, right? There is one kind of issue. Node used, int used. I have to make sure I include that as well here. So while TMP node used and yeah, Right. So now where are we at? Now it should be on the correct node. Okay, well, TMP node news, and this current +1, next +1. Okay. Then if AX smaller than next X, that's redundant now. We don't need that anymore. Okay. Okay, now yeah. So if current used, because maybe we're at the last one there, I'm not sure, but okay. So now that is what we need to calculate here is the last bit of the distance from the last node it passed to where it should be at. Okay. This is still not right. This so far. Plus equal TMP node. Dist. And that should have been TMP node dist. Okay. So now the step was dist over time. That is the distance it should be at now. Okay. So progress minus equals dist so far. So that is the distance now for the last stretch. Okay. That is how much distance. So now percentage equals progress divided by current dist yeah, and then times 100, but I don't want to do this here. And then Is that right? I am not confident this is right. Um, okay, so those are all in doubles. Right? But at some point, I have to convert it back to int. Right? Okay. Is that gonna compile? I don't know, but that in theory should be it. Oh, come on. You're joking me. Okay, I'm using an older version of goodness sake, I'm using an older version of SDL. I'm not upgrading it now. Okay, I'm just not. It's gonna have to do. By the way, that's a UN32. Okay. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Getting a bit ahead of myself. Okay, does that compile? Okay. I didn't see the villain. I'm not entirely surprised. Okay, I made so many changes here, right? Um, hold on. But okay. There really should be if next used, isn't it? But I don't think that does fix it. And this dot is moving way too fast. But it is roughly following those lines, though. Yeah, it's just as it at, and it's roughly taking 5-10 seconds. This is not. I mean, it's not good, but it's not. Okay, so what if it has to take 1 second? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's roughly doing it. It's taking 10 seconds. Okay, it's going that section now, and then it's gonna do that section, and it probably takes about 10 seconds for it to do the whole thing. So it's just not a smooth transition. It's not a smooth progress, but the idea is there. Okay. So I'm gonna read this carefully one more time, and then I'm gonna step through a debugger. So if not VN, okay, so that's the first time that the villain is. Okay, there's also the question of what happens when once it reaches its destination. I'm not gonna think about that now. Okay. If not VN. Hold on. Yeah. Right. So it creates the filament VN would be 0. Okay. Because I used the mem set 0, so everything is 0, right? So that part should work. First node and 6. Okay. Current VN and then next. Okay. If 32 is ticks. So the ticks for this frame, ticks minus d ticks. We have a difference. We get a difference in doubles. Progress is step times the difference. Okay. Yes, this so far. Okay. While TMP node used and TMP node not equals to the current. This so far is TMP node this. TMP node plus 1. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That all looks good. Well, TMP node used. And this so far. Plus it is smaller than the progress. So it should be further along. Then. Yes. Oh. Oh. Ah. Of course. Of course. Right? Otherwise. Yeah. Is that a bug? No. Same kind of problem. It doesn't segfold anymore, but still it's not right. This we probably did solve a bug here though, so okay. So okay. See, at this point, TMP node and current are the same. Okay, so I can just continue with current. I mean, this is only a detail, but might as well get that right. Okay. Right, okay. Progress, okay. This D is current dist. And then progress divided by, right? Yeah, and of course those they're always straight sections of road. Okay, so that's not the problem. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, no. So GDB tower, 192. If not the end. So where are we? We're here. Okay. Yeah, so the first time that makes sense. Okay, so diff 32. Ooh, that is a big number. Okay, so that doesn't make sense. Oh. Okay, something is wrong here. You can't have that difference. That doesn't make any sense. VTX. Hold on. V. Yeah, that's a UN32 as well. Okay. Oh, but of course, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm running it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm running it in a debugger, so obviously those timings are not going to be right. Yeah. But also, this is going to be a bit earlier than this. And that's not right. But also, I can't do it the other way because it's for that frame. I need to look at it for that frame. Okay. Okay, that's I have to do it this way. And I don't think that solves our bug, but yeah. that is at least gonna avoid some issues. Okay, so B192. Okay. So diff32. Yeah, that makes more sense now. Okay. Progress is 0, which also makes sense. That it's only just started, right? So those don't go. Okay. Okay, that still makes sense. Percentage should be 0.2 then. Yeah. Oops, like this. Okay, PVX and VY. So that's probably, yeah, that's one of the nodes, isn't it? So okay, that makes total sense. Okay, so now we continue, and for the next frame we're back there. So that's probably when things begin to malfunction, right? So pdiff32. Okay, so now we have a significant distance here. Now P, okay, total distance. Oh, yeah, because 66 seconds, so we're well past it. Yeah, well past it. So okay, so now I don't know if that's better. If it's 0? No. Okay, so that's okay. So, well, yeah, the first distance was 640 if I remember. So it's still on that thing. Okay, it's still. Okay, P percentage. 95. Yeah, that seems about right. It seems about right. Yeah, I think that's right. It's hard to say, but 384. Why? Okay, so we have 400, a difference of 400, 95%, 384. That seems sane, all right. And then a difference of 500, and that's 479. Yeah, that looks good. All that looks good, and we're going to do negative. We're going to subtract a positive number, so it's going to push us to the left. And we're going to subtract a negative number, so it's going to be adding, so it's going to bring us down. So now Vx is 1000, whereas previously it was you know, whatever it was the first node. Okay, so it's 95% of the way from here to there. So yeah, and then PVY 683. So yeah, so okay, as long as it's staying within that first section, it looks perfectly good. I mean, so what if I slow it down a lot? Okay. Yeah, I'll slow it down even more. Oh, it was okay. It was doing those bumps, but okay, as long as okay, but hold on. We're talking about 100,000 seconds. Sorry, 100 seconds here. Is that not moving way too fast? Even to be going at 10 seconds. And that's 100 seconds now. That's surely that. Okay. Oh. That's not right at all. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. dxd equals. It's always that, isn't it? I think that's the cause of it. I am not certain. That's just kind of my hunch, but yeah, because that was weird, isn't it? That was just weird. And then it has to be converted back to int, but you know. And now it's just moving very slow. It's still rubbish. Why is it jumping through the air like this? Why is it doing that? On the first one. This so far is 0. Okay. This so far is that a double? This so far is double. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Percentage. Okay. Because we made this 1,000 seconds. The percentage is crazy slow. Slow going up. Huh? That's what 100 seconds. They got 15%. Makes sense. Right. Okay. Those numbers should be the same the whole time. Okay. Yeah, I assume they're right. Okay, there's not much to get wrong there, right? I mean, dxd dyd. What was the complaint there? Oh no, I thought there was a compiler message. Okay. Or maybe that was it actually. They stay the same. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I forgot what dx and dy is, but that's it. It looks like that is right. It looks like that is right. Let's go for 10% or so, or whatever percent. 14. They'll get 10%, so 50, right? And then that should be 40. Yeah, okay. Those percentages make sense. Those percentages make sense. Okay. So is it there where it goes wrong then? Um, Hold on. Actually, for the first part of the journey, it does it right. Yeah. But now it does it right. What did I change? Is it bumpy like that? What am I missing? Okay, I mean, there's a number of things wrong. I mean, it doesn't move on to the next node. For whatever reason, it doesn't do it. Yeah, it just keeps on that same trajectory. Why? So okay, the distance already traveled, right? So the progress is where it should be at purely time-wise. Okay. So progress is where it should be at purely time-wise. Okay. The total distance over time is how long it should take is the step. Okay, so it's like a million ticks, then it's 1 millionth of a step, or 1 millionth the distance. And then now, how many ticks have actually elapsed times that step? After a certain time, okay, but that time, okay, if I allow for 1,000 seconds, how much a step? A step is extremely small, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, so there it should be at about this so far always stays 0. Okay. Does it always stay 0? Let's make it go a lot faster. Like 10 seconds. This so far always stays 0. Okay. Okay. So this so far goes up. It just takes a lot longer than I'd expect. Diff 32. So that's 1.5 seconds. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 9. Okay. So yeah, the ball starts a journey from a new node at roughly the time where it should. Okay, because we said 10 seconds. So that means that the time it takes to go through the node is way too fast. How is it way too fast? Percentage. The percentage of where it should be at through that section. Okay. So okay. And then gonna get to 9. Yeah. Yeah, because that's 32%, right? So when it gets to 1, that's 100%, right? So 6, 7, 8, 1. So 1. Okay. And then 1. Okay. But okay. So it's at 23%, but it's already well past it. So why is that? Why is it already well past it? What? Why is it already well past? Dx and dy. Those numbers are not so big. Yeah, that number, those are reasonable numbers. Okay. I think what's going on is this. I mean, should it really fail on that? I don't know, but it doesn't, because that's also not the problem. Okay, there's something. I'm sure there's something very simple I'm missing here. Okay, something stupid. Again, those numbers are not crazy. Why? Why are those numbers crazy? Well, those are not. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's it, isn't it? Well, hold on. No. Or is it? Because... No, it isn't. Create villain. And here, create villain. No. No, that's not it. That's not it. But I'll try it anyway, but that's not it. That's absolutely not it. No, 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 no. Oh. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. I know. Yeah, I was just accumulating those things. Oh man. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Oh, it's always those stupid things, isn't it? Okay, and actually, this time, does it fail? Does it actually segfold now? No, it doesn't appear to be. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, that is silly, right? That is silly. But okay, that's sometimes that's how it goes, okay? There'll be days like this. So, 10 seconds. So I want to watch it now at, let's say, 30 seconds, okay? I just want to make sure that it's, yeah. So it's moving along smoothly. It is working. It is scrolling along. And it's doing its thing. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Okay. and now I can have any number of, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm glad. I'm glad I got this far. Okay. I'm gonna have a quick bathroom break, and I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. Back in 2 minutes. Ooh. Okay, so I put on some hot water for the coffee, so I might have to leave again in just a second. But okay, I'm so pleased I got this far. Okay, are all those things overkill? There might be, but maybe that doesn't hurt anything. No. Okay, one thing that I definitely need to add here is villain, and then so the villain can make it all the way to the end, or the villain can die. Okay, so now I do want to make that distinction, or do I? I don't know. I will call it out. Okay. So if progress is larger than this, larger or equal, then v out equals 1. Okay, I will want to clean that up, but for now anyway. If not v out, then I'm gonna do all that. Okay. Now, if it is out, then it shouldn't be drawn. Okay. So if not v out, okay, so it won't show up anymore on the screen. I'm sure I'm going to improve all that later, but okay, for now, it goes, it goes, it goes. I have to reduce that time again, but okay. And then out. Okay. So the time will have to be time has to be part of the villain, because some can go fast and some can go slow. And the path will not always be the same distance, so I'm gonna have to calculate that differently. I'm not gonna do this now. Not gonna do this now. Hold on. 10 seconds. About right. Let's make it 5 seconds. Okay. 1, 2, 3. No, hold on. I mean, that's not playable like that. Okay. So, what is a reasonable that's still fast for actual gaming speed. Alright, what about 20 seconds? Okay, maybe 30. Maybe 30 was actually the right amount, because I mean you don't want it to go so slowly. The game is boring, but at the same time, that still feels fast, doesn't it? If that's an actual enemy. Okay, we'll leave it that for now. Leave that for now. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things that can be changed here, but in order to make it feel really like a game, I want to create a tower. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to think I could have a struct called entities and kind of merge together the villains and the towers. Do I want to do that? No, I don't think I do. I might regret it later, but I don't think I do. No. Okay. Okay, so int used and int x and int y. Now, there we are. And tower towers, just to be original. Okay, max. So tau max towers, and still in the interest of being original, we're gonna make it 100. Okay, so towers, okay. And then so we have path, we have villains, okay, path and towers. So void tower render. Okay. Tower render. Yeah. Okay. Tower render. Where do I put that? After calculate distance, okay. Okay, so for the time being, this is gonna be just a blue circle. Okay. We're gonna make it look nice eventually, right? But so there we are. Yeah, okay. tower create int x int y. There will have to be a lot more variables. Okay, there'll be the strength of the tower, and there's gonna be all that stuff, but not now. Okay. Did I do used? Yeah. Okay. So I'll okay, I have to do this. Okay, int I equals 0, and I have to do it in other places, but tower max towers should be an E here. Okay, and TO used TO plus equal 1 and I plus equal 1. Okay, if I bigger equal than tau max towers, return TO x equals x, well, TO used equals 1, TO y equals y. Okay, now for the time being I'm going to do that in level setup, but that's going to be changing. Here T, and where are we putting it? We're putting it we're putting it 800 and 650. What's wrong with it? Where is it? $800, $650. Well within the boundaries. Okay. What's going on here? I don't see anything wrong. Oh, yeah, I know what's wrong. Didn't call that function. Okay, the half and then here. There we are. There we are. Okay. So I will create. First of all, I want this significantly bigger. Well, maybe not that big. Yeah, okay. And so okay. Let me put another one. 600 and while TO used boom. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay, so now what's the next thing? Here. Int vir. Villains in range. Okay, so and then of course, what is the range? Okay, so I'm gonna say 100. I'm just making it up. I have no idea. Okay, and what I'm gonna do for now is if okay, so the color is gonna change if there's some in range. Now I don't think I want this to happen. The only reason I do this now is because I want to write code to see if there are enemies in range, and I want to test that, and just kind of going at it one step at a time. So where's my game logic? Here, and that is already quite busy, right? While vborn, okay. Okay, so okay, I'll do it there for now. And we'll figure out a better way later. T towers okay, while TO used TO plus equal 1. Okay, then V equals and yeah, it's quite important I figure out where the villains are first within the frame, or just before the frame is drawn. Okay, so while V used, so I'm gonna have to cycle through all of the villains to see if any of them are in range. Okay. Okay. Do we have again? Yeah. Okay. So dx equals tox minus vx, dy equals toy minus vy. This equals square root dx times dx plus dy times dy. If this is smaller than or equal than TO range, then TO vir equals 1. Is that right? I think that's right. I think that's right. Let's have a look. No, okay. Doesn't have something called range. I'm been very inconsistent here with my doubles and my ints, but okay. But it definitely has something called range. Oh, okay. So TO range equals 100. Doesn't have used. Oh, because I called it born. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. For the sake of consistency, do I want to change that? I don't know. I don't know. That will probably slip me up a few times. Okay, so let's have a look at. And of course, I may want to speed that up. For the sake of testing here. Okay. So of course I need to start at 0. And then if I want a range that's a lot bigger, okay. Right. Okay. It's been nearly 2 hours again. Nearly 2 hours again I've been streaming. I've made progress. Not nearly as much as I had hoped, but I've made progress. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm hoping to still do that. Okay, so villain V and smallest dist okay, if no if dist is smallest than smallest dist, then smallest dist equals dist, and then TOV equals V. Yeah. So the smallest distance encountered thus far, and here, TOV should be null to begin with, right? And then we figure out what the newest okay. So okay, if TOV printf x is that's not gonna enlighten me much, but I just want to make sure that what is happening the way I think it is. What's wrong here? Nothing there. Can't be that. Okay, so when it comes in range, yeah. And then when it gets out of range, then there's extra stop. Okay, and yeah, okay. Okay. So now the next thing is to actually shoot at it. Okay. Now, do I want to do that? Yeah. See, there's no way I'm gonna make it into a playable game today. Okay, that's gonna be tomorrow at the earliest, right? But I would like to. I would like it to shoot. You know what? I'm too tired. I do it tomorrow. And it will give me time to think about how exactly I want to do this. Because okay, here is the thing. Okay, am I gonna create a new struct called bullet? Or I probably will have to, right? I'm gonna have to create a new struct called bullet. Yeah, because I don't know how else this is gonna work. So yeah. But I can think about that and make sure by tomorrow. Okay? So, you know, I mean, we didn't get very far, but at the same time, it's been one day and we got this. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.